What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Rookies of the Year. No beats and ballers today. We got K9 on vacation. Alan is fighting for his life right now because he ate some raw chicken. So prayers up for him. And yeah, so that's that. We got a lot going on right now in sports. A ton of NBA trades happening. A ton more to come. Some surprising, some not so surprising. And then, of course, we got a lot of World Cup action going on. So we're going to start with that. Right now, we have the Netherlands and Morocco playing. They just started. They're in the 10th minute, no score. But we had two games already today, starting with Brazil and Japan. What do you guys think of that one? Brazil got the win 2-1, getting the go-ahead goal in stoppage time.
Man, I'll be honest with you, yo. I really thought Japan was gonna take it off first half. After first half, I saw that I was like, this is it for my peoples, even though I'm not Japanese. But then, what was it? After I saw like you said, that last minute goal, yo, that was insane. I was like, oh come on, man, why? I was like, but that was gonna be another upset today, besides Germany losing against Paraguay. But good for
That
Brazil,
was,
man.
now that
Good
one
for
was
Brazil.
actually shocking. But we'll get into that one after.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you said, Japan takes the lead in the 29th minute. They had the lead at halftime. Brazil equalized it in the 56th minute on a goal by Casemiro. And then in stoppage time, they get the goal from Martinelli. And that was in about the 6th minute of stoppage time. And it was interesting. There was only 6 minutes of added time, but then with the celebration going on for like 2 minutes, and then they just kept they just kept blowing the whistle. It ended up going on for like 11 or 12 extra minutes. And the Brazil sideline was like irate that the game was not ending. It was just very interesting, the end of the game there. But in the end, it's Brazil that hangs on and gets the win 2-1 in stoppage time. What did you think of that, Adam?
I was upset the entire time. I lost two of my three teams today. Were
Did you have any?
eliminated.
Did you have any money on it?
No, I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm fucking broke. I got no money on nothing.
It's because
Yeah, that's
K9
funny.
hasn't paid you yet, right?
Nope.
Yeah,
And he's on the cruise.
we
He's
need
on
K9 to bring me
vacation.
my money.
He's on
Yeah,
vacation.
he's spending my money on his vacation.
Once K9
Seems to
once
dip it.
K9 brings you your money, you'll be able to put $100 on the World Cup, and start doubling that.
That's not something I feel strong about. Betting my money on. Ain't gonna lie.
So
Ugh.
next up,
But yeah, it was
so
a rough
next up,
one seeing
Brazil
them
will
eliminated.
play the winner of Ivory Coast and Norway, and that game is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Norway probably will win, but you never know. Anything could happen.
Yeah. After seeing Germany get eliminated, anything can fucking happen.
Yo,
That was,
yeah.
I really thought Germany had that game. They lose in penalty kicks. It was 1-1 after regular time. They played the two extra 15-minute periods, no score. Paraguay ends up winning 4-3 on PKs. That was absolutely shocking. And then they will get the winner of France and Sweden, which is a huge matchup. That's also tomorrow at 5 p.m. But France will probably take that.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm going
Imagine
for
France
France to
gets
take it
upset
all.
too. And then it's Paraguay and Sweden. That would be insane.
Unlikely.
Very unlikely, but we'll see. And then Netherlands and Morocco, of course, the winner of this game will play Canada, who beat South Africa yesterday 1-0.
I think
And
Canada's
that,
gonna
Shout
get
out to
knocked out
Canada, yo.
regardless
and that
of
goal
who's
was
next.
also
No, they're
scored.
not.
I agree with that. But Canada also won yesterday in stoppage time. Their one goal came in stoppage time.
I don't have high hopes for Canada with that. Netherlands or Morocco, I'm gonna give it to Netherlands though. You got to go with the European team. And that's going to leave Canada just to say, well, thank you so much for letting us be a part of this.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I'm surprised. Canada, you got to hand it to them. A lot of people probably didn't even think they would make it this far. So let's be honest, they're not a great team. But
no, and they lost one of their main starters when his leg
yeah.
got broken in the group stage.
So the fact that they were able to make it to the round of 16, you got to hand it to them. I feel like they've already had a successful World Cup in many people's eyes. So then
They got to try
tomorrow,
and find a
North.
new sport since we took hockey from them.
When's the last time a Canadian nation won the Stanley Cup?
It wasn't that long ago, but America's been owning it the past couple years, specifically Florida. Did you guys see that U.S. is the most likely to host the World Cup again in 2038?
Wow.
I
They're
did
right
see.
now
So
front runners to be hosting, which would be the quickest turnaround for our country to rehost.
I mean, we're doing a great job right now. I would say we're doing a great job hosting right now. I mean, not just us too. I mean, Canada is hosting, Mexico's hosting. So I mean, all three nations have done a phenomenal job hosting so far. But 2038 would be only the US, I believe, right?
Only the U.S. and it would also be an expanded because I believe we're at like 48 teams right now, and they're going to go up to 64, so another 16 teams. We have infrastructure to do it. We can do it if we want to.
We're going up to 64. That would be incredible.
I believe so, is what I saw.
We might as well. I mean, so I wonder how that would look. You probably boost the amount of teams in the knockout stage then, right? Or just leave it at 32.
Yeah, that or they might make a couple more groups and like give like the top 2 teams a first round bye on the round of whatever that would be. Who knows? Little
Yeah,
out
that
of
would
our pay grade. That's all I know.
that would make sense. So you got 16. Say you get 16 groups of 4. The top 2 teams in each group get a bye. And then that would make it 48 teams in the knockout stage. I mean, at that point, 3/4 of the teams are in the knockout stage, though. By the way,
Who
Adam,
knows?
the
We're
last
gonna see.
Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup was the Montreal Canadiens in 1993. We're at 33 years.
Oh, fuck. I could have sworn they won one in the early 2000s, but damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not looking
And,
good.
and we took the U.S. We took the gold last time we played them too.
Canada
USA,
can't have any.
Find a new national
USA,
sport. America's got it all. Now, if we win the World
USA,
Cup, it's
USA,
soccer, not football. It's
USA,
soccer.
USA.
We've already got it split into 4 quarters.
If I'm with Adam, if we somehow end up winning the World Cup, it's soccer. That's it. We're calling it soccer worldwide. America.
America.
Fuck
Fuck yeah.
By the way, the USA does play on Wednesday against Bosnia. That should be a win, but you got to play the games for a reason. So you can't overlook any team. We will see what happens on Wednesday night. I think that game is at 9 p.m. Unfortunately, I will be working. It's at 8 p.m. I will be at work, but you know where I will be.
At the bar.
Glued to the captain's bar. Or, sorry. No, you might actually have to go out Doc Bar in order to be able to watch game without interruption.
Depends who's there. Let's hope none of those people are seeing this.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
So
Only
tomorrow,
one that
Ivory.
watches this guy.
Yeah, I know. He'll give us a pass. He's gonna
Yeah.
act like he didn't hear none of this.
He's
Yeah.
gonna give us a pass.
I mean,
Give you a pass. I'm off.
it's a Wednesday
Off.
night in June. Actually, by that time, it'll be July. So Wednesday night in July, guys. Like, come on, let us live. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, 1 p.m., Ivory Coast in Norway. I think we can all agree that Norway is probably going to take that one.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
Ivory Coast has looked amazing so far. Much better than
I mean,
anybody expected.
a lot of these underdog teams have been looking amazing. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think there really is any guarantee on any team other than Argentina and Cape Verde. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Every team and France. Every other team has shown their weaknesses, and the underdogs showed that they can play. Cape Verde, they got very bad draw getting stuck up against Argentina. Because Cape
And that's
Verde
an
has been
amazing
showing
story
up
as well.
every single time.
Give them hope. Give Cape Verde a hope, yo. Anything can
I mean,
happen.
it's tough because everybody would be rooting for them if they weren't going against Argentina. But everyone's going to root
Yeah.
for Messi, so everyone's
Like,
going to
you
be on
move Cape
Argentina's
Verde
side.
into either the Australia or Egypt match, I think Cape Verde has a very good chance of winning.
Absolutely.
Like, just go one down in the bracket. They'd have a good chance at winning. It's literally just bad luck of the draw. Be interesting how they perform in next World Cup if they qualify. Because if they can hold it together like this for the next World Cup, I think they'll be back.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to see. So Ivory Coast, they played Ecuador in their first game. They won 1-0. They lost to Germany 2-1, and then they beat Curacao 2-0. So they've looked very solid so far. But of course, they are going to run up against one of the favorites tomorrow in Norway. I'm going to be tuned in because I'm off tomorrow. So I'll be able to watch all of these games again.
Let's be honest. The real only favorite that exists right now is USA. USA is winning it all.
We got to be delusional, man. You got to be.
I mean,
You said I was
You gotta be-
delusional when the Knicks were
with the
going to win.
Knicks.
Exactly.
And look at this right now. Look at this right now. Look at this beautiful championship hat.
Wait, so that means I got to wait. We got to figure it out. Adam is going to drive the train saying US is the favorite. I'm going to back off and go against him. And then US is USA is going to end up winning. This has
US
been
in
going on for
5.
months.
US in 5.
Whatever Adam says, we got to go against it, and then he will end up being right.
France. I'm going for France.
USA in
Have to.
5. USA in 5 is perfect too because we got to win 5 matches.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see? Bam. I'm calling it now, baby. Calling it now.
Remember this.
I am picking up
Chad,
what
remember
you are
this.
putting down. I think they're in a hydration break right now.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
the
game?
games are going to be great regardless.
Yeah.
It's a great sport. Honestly, I've loved seeing all the teams around. All the fans experiencing the American culture has been a great addition to us as a country because it shows that we're not just what everyone says on the news. I think this is the first time I've seen everyone coming together like this, and it's a beautiful sight.
Man, I do love the tourists coming in to watch the World Cup, yo. It's really nice to see.
I think this is
Especially-
going to be the turning point when it comes to soccer in the US.
That's
I feel
great,
like
man.
this is gonna be the year where they finally realize that they need to invest in this sport. They've already started to do it recently, which is why we have one of
Yeah.
the best teams that we've ever had. But I think this is only going to amplify that, and that from now on they're like fully going to take this seriously, which is going to be amazing to see. Because
If we invest,
we've already seen some huge stars come to the MLS. Obviously, one of those being the greatest player ever, Lionel Messi. And then we have another guy actually joining Orlando City this summer. So that's
Who?
going to be fun.
Orlando Shitty.
Who's joining Orlando City?
We are terrible this year.
We're terrible every year. Let's be honest. Like Orlando Shitty is the
We had
Mets and the Dolphins of
we had some
MLS.
we had some good years though. We had some good years.
Yeah. So have the Mets and the Dolphins. Never came to anything. But
Drin, you were asking who?
yes,
Who's
he asked
joining
who was
Orlando
coming
City?
to Orlando City.
Antoine Griezmann. He's from Atletico Madrid.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
I've heard the name before.
I didn't.
He's scheduled to make his home debut on July 25th against Nashville SC. July 25th. What day of the week is that? I think that's a Saturday. I wonder what the ticket prices are
Don't act
looking
like
like.
you're gonna watch it.
No, I might go. I've been to a couple Orlando City
Oh.
games, maybe like 3. The last time I saw them play was, I don't know if it was 2024 or 2023, but I saw them play in the postseason. They lost. Haven't been back since. They broke my heart.
Shock.
Broke my
Shocker.
heart.
Mhm. I mean, we were playing at home that
Ugh.
game, so yeah, they should have won,
Yeah.
but they did.
I mean, what's everyone's World Cup predictions realistically? I'm still saying US.
France. France.
I hate to agree with Drin, but probably France.
That's fine. You can. We
I
beat
have.
Wemby. We beat the Frenchman in NBA. Now we're gonna beat the Frenchman in soccer.
Do you guys remember what Stephen Curry did to Victor Wembanyama in that gold medal game?
Yeah, he
That's how
shot a three
Christian
over him.
Pulisic. That's how Christian Pulisic is about to do Kylian Mbappe. Let me be delusional.
Yeah,
That's a tough statement.
it's what Brunson did to Wemby, putting up 45.
If Adam could be the
Bring back the I believe that we will wins to this country.
hell yeah, that's like just like how I don't even know. I'm just looking at my husky. I
I
thought
think
of you,
that's really it
I
when it
mean,
comes to FIFA.
this is our
This World Cup.
this is our path right now. If we beat Bosnia, we would get Belgium or Senegal. Probably Belgium.
Yeah, win.
And then
Win.
if we were to get past that, it would more than likely
Spain
be
or
Spain
Portugal.
or Portugal. Probably Spain.
Easy win. Easy dub. Easy dub. Next.
Spain.
And then you got France.
next.
I'm pretty sure Spain is the odds-on favorite right now, or it might be France. They've
Nah,
been
America
flip-flopping
is.
those two.
I thought it
We
was
got home
Argentina as
court
the favorite.
advantage. We're winning in it.
It's home pitch advantage.
Argentina's same fucking thing. Home field. This is America. We call it a field, not a pitch.
America.
Pitch is baseball.
Pitch is baseball.
We're not watching MLB right now. But y'all see all the NBA rumors going around lately? Braun might be going to
the Warriors.
Golden State. Oh my god.
With AD.
A starting five. Well, no, they're not getting AD because Kristaps just signed a 2-year, $40 million extension. Ain't no way they're getting AD too.
I don't know, man.
They
What?
have to get AD to get LeBron.
I really don't think you do. I really don't think you do.
I mean, that all the reports are saying LeBron is only going to go there if Anthony Davis is traded there. It's a package deal.
I mean, it's going to be interesting no matter where LeBron goes. I think the top 3 destinations, in my opinion, are going to either be Cleveland, Golden State, or Miami. He is not returning to the Lakers next season.
Why not?
Because he's not willing to take the pay cut to stay with the Lakers, which is the big thing that the Lakers were pushing for, is for Braun to take a pay cut, and it's just not going to happen.
Of course he's not.
So this
Of
is
course he's not gonna
interesting.
get paid.
I mean, we all know Anthony Davis wants to play power forward. So you keep Porzingis. If they were to trade for Anthony Davis, they were going to have to trade Jimmy Butler anyway. So you trade Butler, you get AD. You have Anthony Davis and Kristaps Porzingis in your front court. Obviously, Curry is your point guard.
Yeah.
Then you go and get LeBron.
He's your 2.
Yeah, because you can start
LeBron 2,
LeBron and
Draymond
Curry at
3.
the same time. So you start LeBron James, Stephen Curry. I mean, at that point, LeBron is basically your de facto point guard.
Yeah.
So you have
Or even
LeBron,
swap
Curry,
Curry and Braun.
Draymond.
Doesn't really matter.
Draymond might be the one running the offense, actually.
If
in
they
terms
were to
of
run it back
facilitating.
and win, if they were to win it all next series or next year, Draymond needs to be the MVP, because him opting out of his $24 million player option is what is allowing them to make these kind of moves.
I mean, it's about time he did something to help the organization, because he's been killing them for the last 4 years.
Yeah, but it's an act of selflessness that has needed to happen for a long time. And I'm loving that I'm seeing a lot more players willing to take that pay cut. I mean, first it was Brunson. Then I saw Cat is willing to take a huge pay cut of almost $100 million off his contract. And now Draymond's doing what's best for the team and not being selfish. Because let's be honest, all these guys have made a small fortune. And they all have financial advisors, a lot of these big stars. So they're not going to go without money, most likely. So for them to be willing to say, you know what, I want to win again, and I know in order to win, I need to take the pay cut, it's nice to see in the league. Because there's a lot of players that would never do that.
It's kind of tough though that LeBron won't take a pay cut to stay for the team. I really thought that he would go to the Lakers and try to do it one more time, but obviously not. A lot of people were telling me too that he's not going to do that. But go ahead.
He's willing to take a pay cut, just not for the Lakers, because of the disrespect they showed him last 2 seasons, he said, is what I was seeing.
Oh, okay.
So he goes to Miami, he's taking a pay cut. He goes to Cleveland, pay cut. He goes to Golden State, he's not going to be going for these super big contracts.
I mean, if I'm LeBron, just leave LA. You're not winning there. Like, I feel like we've already established this. They're not going to win there. He's been there for, 8 years? He won a championship there, and then they destroyed the roster that he won a championship with. The Lakers are not good at building a team. They got lucky with LeBron because he wanted to go there. Nothing was going to stop him from going there. They got lucky with Luka because Nico Harrison pulled off the staged worst trade in NBA history, and we all know it was rigged. Everything that they have done nothing to actually obtain this. It's all just falling into their lap. Rob Pelinka is a horrible team builder. And we're still seeing it now. They've had Luka for a year and a half now. They've done pretty much nothing to move towards winning a championship.
What's scary and sad is the longer the Lakers keep messing up, the better Nico Harrison looks in that trade. Like, straight up, you can't even say that's wrong. Because the more that the Lakers don't perform with Luka, the more it's going to show, like, yeah, we needed to move on from him. He wasn't going to get us to that point.
I mean, the trade in itself still looks horrible. It only worked out because
Yes.
they got Cooper Flag, which, say whatever you want, I think most of us can agree that that was, you know, the NBA was pulling the strings
Sketchy.
on that one. Adam Silver made sure that that happened. But I don't know. It's just interesting. The Lakers they can't build a team. They just can't. Which I'm glad because I mean I don't want to see the Lakers succeed, especially not with Luka on the roster. So as a Celtics fan, I'm hoping Rob Pelinka stays in charge there for as long as possible. Because as long as Rob Pelinka is running that team, they're probably not going to win. The Anthony Davis trade, you can't even really give him credit for that. Anthony Davis demanded his way into LA. That was going to happen no matter what. And the only reason he wanted to go to LA is because they had LeBron.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true. We could all agree to that.
But we'll
With
see.
their
I mean,
championship bubble.
DeAndre Ayton picked up his option, so I mean they need a new big man. That's pretty much what it is. You need another big man. You need more defensive wings. I mean, you gave Austin Reeves this new contract. You got Luka and Austin Reeves in the backcourt. I don't know if I don't know if you're ever winning a championship with Luka and Austin Reeves as your starting backcourt.
It's all good, yo. They got the white horse Grant, Bobby Avila.
Because we saw Luka have a front court with Kyrie Irving, and we saw how that worked out. They couldn't play any
Bad.
defense. And that was when the rest of the roster around them was actually like pretty much perfect.
Mm-hmm.
They had a ton of 3-and-D guys, solid defensive centers, and they still got torched in the finals that year.
It's definitely going to be interesting what this offseason brings. I'm really
Jonathan
happy that
Kuminga.
my Knicks
What'd you say?
were able to re-sign Shamit on a 4-year, $24 million contract. I'm happy about that.
That's a solid
where he's
deal.
going to be, who's going to be our backup center. Are we going to push Diawara to the backup center, or are we going to try and sign someone?
I mean, the Knicks are just in such a great spot. They have so many selfless players. Landry Shamet taking a 4-year, $24 million deal is like a huge pay cut because he could have gotten a much bigger bag somewhere else.
He could have
Jose Alvarado signed for 3 years, $14 million. He could have gotten a way bigger bag somewhere else. But these guys are buying in. They're taking
the
pay cuts.
championship contract.
But they're choosing to take pay cuts and stick together. Not only are they choosing to take these pay cuts, I think it kind of amplifies it even more because we know these guys are playing in New York, and obviously the taxes are outrageous in New York. So for them to take a pay cut and they're only going to see like half of that contract anyways, like these guys are incredibly selfless.
Yeah, it's probably the best thing. Like, honestly, if we were to able to bring Robinson back and we were to win one more time, whether it be this year, this upcoming year, or next year, it's not a statue of Brunson, and it's not a statue of an OG. It's a statue of the team. Because there'd be no way of this being possible without all the team buying in on being selfless. I mean, hell, OG is right now the biggest contract on the Knicks, I believe. Which is crazy to think. He's got a bigger contract than Cat and Brunson.
Yeah. Because I think he's on what, a 5-year, $212-ish million deal. From what I remember.
I believe so. I'm actually pulling it up right now. New York
OG
Knicks
Anunoby.
team
I
payroll.
hit it right on the money. 5 years,
Okay.
$212.5 million deal. He's making
Yeah.
$42.5 million a year.
So Cat does make a little bit more,
He
but his
also
contract's almost up.
he is on an ascending contract. The last year of OG's deal is a player option for 48 million. Obviously, he's going to take that.
Yeah.
But you never know. He might opt out and take a pay
Absolutely.
cut by then.
Yeah, true. I mean, all of these guys could take a pay cut. Next year's Cat's last year, fully under contract. After that, it's a player option. All we know, Cat could take that pay cut that is rumored. Who knows? I mean,
He should. He's not worth
now it
a max
all
deal anyway.
no. But now all it's going to come down to is Mitchell Robinson. What is he going to do? Everything is pointing to him leaving, but
I
who
have a
knows?
feeling
It
he's
could
going to stay.
change.
I have a
I
feeling he's
hope
going to
he
stay
would
now.
stay. Because the other thing that you got to think of, if Mitchell Robinson goes somewhere and becomes a starter, Hacka Mitch is just going to keep going on.
That's true.
Unless Mitchell Robinson dedicates his entire offseason to
He
learning
has
how
to.
to shoot a damn free throw.
Yeah, he has to improve his free throw shooting to ever even be a starter in this league. Or else you're just not
But
going to be able to play him
if you
enough
want,
minutes.
sign a short contract if I'm Mitchell Robinson with the Knicks, like a 1 year extension, essentially. Spend the offseason working on your free throws. And as long as you can get your free throw percentage up, next year you could be in line for a good contract.
Dude, to think,
But
if this
that
guy could even shoot 60% from the line, that would be a huge improvement. Which is crazy to say because 60% on free throws is still awful. But if he were to even get to
because what he's shooting
60%, that would be a
30.
massive improvement. He's at like 39% in the postseason.
Yeah.
It's
So
terrible.
if he just works on that a little bit more, he'll be great. That's his literally main flaw is he can't shoot a free throw.
Yeah.
If we do lose Mitchell Robinson though, I'd be kicking the GM for not drafting one of those top centers in the draft and just kept trading picks.
Yeah.
That is the
'Cause
only thing I'd be worried about right
you're
now.
gonna need a backup 5 for sure.
And I
Although
don't
Carl
think
Anthony Towns
Diawara
did look
is the answer.
incredible in the postseason last year. It's just so funny. And the year before, Carl Anthony Towns looked almost unplayable in the end of that playoff run when he got eliminated. And then this year he was just incredible in just about every matchup. Although he kind of struggled in the finals, but it didn't matter.
I mean, let's be honest, a lot of people would have struggled in those finals with the foul trouble he got himself into. Partially on the refs, partially on himself. If he knew they were going to be calling those soft fouls, he needed to back off a bit more.
Well, a guy like me, I wouldn't have been in foul trouble. So
Yeah, you
that's
wouldn't
on.
have even been on the court. You'd be watching from the bench.
Nah, bro. Do I look like a bench warmer to you?
You ain't no Jose Alvarado look-alike.
I'm the franchise player. I'm the Brunson.
You're a look-alike of Jose Alvarado. That's what you are, bud.
That's not the worst thing I've been called. I'll take it.
Ugh.
So what else happened? Ja Morant. Let's just talk. Ja Morant gets traded to Portland. I was sleeping when this news broke. This is the most random trade.
Mhm.
I would have stayed sleeping.
I was
Stay
shocked.
sleeping. They ain't gonna do shit for either team. Only thing it did for the Grizzlies by trading John Morant is getting one more liability off your books. Because it seems like
I don't
nowadays every superstar seems like a liability.
I just don't understand what Portland is doing. Because they had a good year. They've been trending in the right direction. It looks like they're starting to build a good team. They're rumored to get Jaylen Brown, and you're trading for Ja Morant. You're trading Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray to get Ja Morant. It's baffling. I don't know what is going on here.
Who knows? Other big signing was Harden opting out of his player option and re-signing. Stupid of Cleveland to re-sign Harden with how he performs in the playoffs, in my opinion.
The deal, I don't think the deal is official yet, right? But it said he plans to re-sign with Cleveland. I don't know what the hell they are thinking. Why are you committing to this guy long term?
He's proven time and time again.
Unless your thought process is to re-sign him and then trade him, but he has no trade value unless he's taking a huge pay cut.
Yeah.
But he's not taking a pay cut. Why would he do that?
Only other way I would say he's worth the re-sign is if you bring in LeBron, which is a possibility, but like still, I wouldn't say he's worth a massive contract still. Like,
The fact
I mean,
that
and then you have LeBron,
and they're making,
and then you have LeBron, Mitchell, Harden, Mobley, and Allen. That would be a crazy starting lineup.
honestly, this whole NBA offseason is, I'm going to sadly say, centered around LeBron and what is he going to decide to do.
Yeah, at this point, because Giannis domino has
make
already
or break
fallen.
teams. Yeah, but Giannis
Also,
isn't a free agent. This is that was a straight up trade.
yeah.
So LeBron choosing where he goes, that'll determine the future of a couple NBA teams. Definitely going to be something.
I think it should be Golden State or Miami, and that he should take a pay cut. If he doesn't take a pay cut, I mean, this dude's a billionaire. We talked about it last week on Beats and Ballers. You're entering your 24th season in the league. You're already a billionaire. There's no reason for you to not take a pay cut and try to win another championship.
he's not Brunson.
Cement your legacy even more as the second best player in history.
So I think it's got to be the Warriors or the Heat. The question is, does he want to win a fifth ring with Curry? Or does he want to win a fifth ring to go ahead of Curry?
Nah, I could see him with Curry.
I can see him on
the way how they be playing together.
The only reason I give a shot
Olympics
to Cleveland as the third team on that list is because, again, it's the hometown homecoming. Like, people, I've seen rumors that, oh, he's going to go to New York. We don't want him. We don't. We like what we have, and we don't want to mess up that chemistry by bringing in LeBron. He's a great player, but I wouldn't want to mess with.
If LeBron says he's willing to sign there on a veteran's minimum, obviously you're taking him.
I mean, yes, but he's going to demand a start, which is going to mess up our front court group. Yeah. So we have Brunson starting. We have Cat starting. That leaves Hart, Bridges, and
honestly,
OG.
I think that works. You start Brunson, Bridges, LeBron, OG, and Cat. Josh Hart can come off the bench.
I would say yes to
Jeez.
that, but the problem is the reason Josh Hart is so effective is because he's not a top option when he's in the starting rotation when it comes to shooting. He is
But I think
probably one of the better defensive players, but when it comes to the offensive side, if you move him to that bench role, and let's say you take out some of our top scorers like Brunson and Cat, and it's McCall and OG in there with them still, they're going to be able to lock him down a bit more. And he's not the best shooter to begin with. I wouldn't trust it. It would be a bit scary. And then you still got Alvarado on the. We got Alvarado coming off the bench too. We got McBride
I
and
mean, I think it
Shamit.
would be more of a
Like
thing like
what point? Where would you put LeBron in that mix up?
if
Truly, the
Josh
only
Hart were to
spot.
come off the bench though, he's probably still playing 30 plus minutes a game. And a lot of those are gonna be with
Yeah,
some of the starters.
true. I don't foresee LeBron coming to the Knicks. I don't.
No, me neither.
I don't see him putting on
Now that
blue and
now that they
orange.
won a championship, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, if we lost in the finals, absolutely, we're going in on. We were going to go in on Giannis. We were going to go in on LeBron, but we
Mm,
won. We're not touching it.
Plus, if
God.
you're LeBron and you go to the Knicks, it just looks weak. Like you can go anywhere else,
Not
but you're gonna
really.
go to the defending champions.
Mm.
Not really. It's LeBron in his final season. I think
Man, if
that's one thing he has earned is to choose where he ends his career.
I mean,
If
I
he
agree
wants
with
to
that,
go to a team
but
that has proven their strength,
he would get killed for it by other people. The media would drag him.
he's going to get killed. He's going to
But then
get
again,
killed wherever he goes. If he goes to
yeah,
Golden
that's true.
State, he's going to be
It's
dragged for
LeBron,
joining
so
Steph Curry, Kristaps, Draymond. He's going to get dragged for that. If he goes to the Heat, he's just joining Bam and Giannis. And the only reason that he went there as well is because they're willing to take Bronny with them. It is what it is. He's going to get dragged nowhere, no matter where he goes, because he's going to go to a contender. If he were to go to a garbage team, like if he decides I'm going to Charlotte, people are going to be like, what is he doing?
I think he would only get a pass for Cleveland and Miami, just because he's already played there before.
I don't think so.
And my
Cleveland, yes. Miami, no.
I don't think Miami would be a good fit for him anyway, with the way that the roster is set up.
What
But you never
roster?
know. Exactly.
They gave everyone up for Giannis.
They don't even have a roster set up. I mean, if LeBron goes there, he's running the point.
Absolutely. Because who's even on the team right now?
They got Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins re-signed. He's going to run the three. Norman Powell is probably out of town. They got Simone Fontecchio. Who else? It's pretty
I'm
much all the
trying to pull it
notable
up on
players.
they haven't updated it since the Giannis trade went through on the site that I'm looking at for salary cap. So
Pelé Larson had a solid season. Bobby Portis was included in the trade, but he's not a
yeah,
shooter. Like you just have too many guys
I
that
mean,
can't shoot. Nikola Jovic hasn't lived up to expectations at all. I mean, to be fair, he was picked 27th. It's not like he was a lottery pick.
yeah.
Like
All
this
right, yeah.
roster is not good. Roster's not
I
good,
think
and they
Giannis.
don't have assets or money.
Only reason Giannis is going to like it better is because no income tax. He's going to just be rolling in the money, and B, he's in Miami. Like,
And they don't
Giannis
have
is going
that.
to be on the beach.
Like they don't have that much time to build a roster. Giannis
Nope,
probably has
Bam's
what
aging. Giannis is aging.
3 or 4 peak years left. The way that his game,
Peak,
just with
yeah.
his play
Peak,
style,
yeah.
I can't see him dominating in his late 30s the way Curry and KD and LeBron have done. So
Well, that's also because Giannis is a very physical player. He's not someone that's gonna just try and play the 3 ball or play off ball. Yeah.
you never know.
Looking at that.
LeBron has been able to keep much of his athleticism into his 40s. So if Giannis can stay as athletic as he is, or
That's
even
true.
80% of it until 40 years old, then he could dominate as well. But it's a lot different because Giannis has had way more of an injury history than we ever saw with LeBron. LeBron was like the king of
That's
durability
true.
for his whole career.
That is true.
We're gonna see.
You guys saw that
That's
X
really it
video.
for NBA news, right? Or is there something else that we've missed?
Not much. Harrison Barnes re-signed. A lot of people were going to go after him. A lot of teams were going to go after him probably. So that's another domino off the board. Kevin Herter
Jaylen Brown.
is re-signing with the Pistons. Yeah, I heard Jalen Duren is demanding a sign-in trade. I
Yeah.
saw a report about that earlier.
Oh wow.
Yusuf Nurkic is returning to the Jazz. That doesn't really mean anything. Julian Champagny got a nice contract, 3 years, 45 million. He earned that. He was incredible in the postseason.
Yeah. Zach LaVine upped into his player option with the Kings.
Makes sense. Nobody
See
else
that
was going to give
happen.
him anywhere near that amount. The Thunder picked up the option on Lou Dort, 17.7 million. The Hawks declined Jonathan Kuminga's option, 24.3 million. So Kuminga will be a free agent. Bradley Beal will be an unrestricted free agent. Although I don't see many teams
Yeah.
going after him.
I can see them trying to get a veteran presence, and that's going to be it.
And then Marcus Smart also declines his player option and will become a free agent. I think a lot of teams are probably going to go after Marcus Smart.
We're going to see. It's definitely going to be an interesting. I wonder how many quick signs we're going to get come July 1st when offseason truly begins.
I'm pretty sure it starts tomorrow at 6 p.m. That's the way it's been going the last few years. So that's going to be very
Oh,
interesting to
yeah.
see.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Jaylen Brown, it's going to be interesting to see if he gets traded. I have no idea what's even going on with Jaylen Brown right now. I'm done speculating on it. If he gets traded, he gets traded. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Either way, we're going to contend, so I don't really care at this point.
It does start tomorrow at 6, but they have to wait till July 1st at 1 in the morning before they can, or 12:01 in the morning before they can officially agree to any deals.
Heard.
Verbally. July 6th is when they can put pen to paper.
So, what are your thoughts on this whole Jaylen Brown thing? Because I feel like we're seeing that his trade value is a lot lower than most people were anticipating.
I think it's only lower because of the fact that he is so demanding about being a 1. And it's kind of scary to wonder, are you going to be willing to play with a team, or are you going to be like a ball hog and be like, I need it? This is my team. Give me the ball. A lot of stars you see are willing to pass that ball in order to make the plays. And he did this season for the Celtics while Tatum was out. But as soon as Tatum came back, it was honestly, it felt like it was a bit of a competition between the two of them of who is the star.
Hmm.
I don't
I
care
just
where he
wish
goes. I think if
I
he
love
stays on the team, it's going to become a little toxic. So,
like
who knows?
it's gonna be a very sad day as a Celtics fan if Jaylen Brown gets traded, I must say. But like I said, at this point, like this shit has gotten so out of control that like I don't even know really how to feel about it anymore. I don't know. The Nuggets are reportedly interested. It says that the Rockets have no interest in Jaylen Brown at all. So the Nuggets might be the main team of interest right now because obviously the Trailblazers were on that list, but I don't know what they're doing now after they decided. Like, yeah, the Portland Trailblazers are not actively pursuing Jaylen Brown, and they view Ja Morant as their big move. Like, what the hell are they thinking?
No, that's kind of crazy to think. But if you're
Ja Morant
Denver,
is your
what are
main move.
you
It just doesn't
willing
even
to
make any sense.
trade?
Damian Lillard is about to come back. Why do you even want Ja
It,
Morant? It just makes zero sense to me at all.
it,
I just can't understand it.
if you're the Nuggets, though, what are you willing to trade? Because there are two untouchables on that team, in my opinion. One being Jamal Murray, and the other one being obviously Nikola Jokic.
Jamal
Do
Murray
you
is
really think?
far from untouchable from what we've been hearing.
No.
I
I
was gonna
mean, one
say
of
Aaron
them, I feel
Gordon.
like one of them has to be moved at this point, either Murray or Jokic. And it's obviously not going to be Jokic unless he demands a
Yeah.
trade. Which, honestly, I mean, Jokic is set to become a free agent next offseason. And up to this point, there have been reports that he is going to be unwilling to sign an extension at the earliest, at the earliest possible time.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
I could
So
see Murray
If
being
I'm dead,
traded to Raptors.
it's going to be, I mean, if Jokic refuses to sign the extension, what do the Nuggets do? Do you risk him becoming an unrestricted free agent and you lose a 3-time MVP who has the most ridiculous trade value in the league besides Wemby? Like, you just can't let him walk for nothing. But at the same time, you
no, you
can't.
got to trade him.
Yeah.
You gotta try and you gotta unfortunately do what Milwaukee did and just try and get a bag for him.
I mean, that situation's just a lot different because we've heard rumors about Giannis for it seems like 3 or 4 years now. Matt is in the building. What's up, Matt? How you
The
doing, bro?
boy.
Um, yeah, we've heard rumors about Giannis wanting out or Giannis. The thing is, he never openly said that he wanted out. It was just all rumors behind the scenes. But the whole Giannis thing, it's been dragged out for like 3 years now. There's never been a single report of Jokic not wanting to be in Denver anymore.
Jokic wants to be with his horses in Russia. That's the only
It's
place
true.
Jokic wants to be. I
Siberia.
think
God dang Russia.
the main difference is Nikola Jokic has always been a much quieter person, even on the court. Unless you get him angry, he's not really talking.
You get him angry, his
So
brother's gonna jump in too.
that's the main difference you're looking at.
Uh,
So basically what I'm getting is that Brad Stevens, not even Brad Stevens, he's the GM. The Celtics owner should be looking to build a horse ranch on the Celtics facility. And then we trade Jaylen Brown and every other asset we have besides Tatum to
this
get
man,
Jokic.
this man, he said
I'm dead.
Brad
So we go
Stevens
from
got to build
Giannis
up.
is going to Boston, stop being delusional, to now Jokic is going to Boston. Don't be delusional.
I really thought he was, but apparently Brad Stevens does not have the balls that he did 2 years ago because he didn't
And I
want to
told
throw in
you,
Hugo
you're
Gonzalez.
dreaming.
Because he didn't want to throw in Hugo Gonzalez to get Giannis. And now look, he's about to
I
trade
told you.
Jaylen Brown for a bag of chips.
Not just a bag of chips, Lace chips. They suck.
Oh man, like I don't. The Clippers are interested in Jaylen Brown. Like there's just so I don't even know. I don't know. I'm not speculating on anything.
When it comes
I have no predictions as of
when it
right
comes
now
to
when it
Brown,
comes to
he's
this
not the
Jaylen Brown thing.
superstar. He's not the he's not the big superstar that everyone wants. He's a very good talented player, but he's not LeBron, Giannis, Adebayo, Luca level.
The worst thing to ever happen to this. I'm not going to say the worst thing to ever happen to the Celtics. The worst thing to happen to the Celtics in the last 5 years is Jaylen Brown winning Finals MVP. Because that shit went straight through his head. It inflated the hell out of his ego. And now here we are in this situation.
Well, you got to also think Brad Stevens was hoping that you guys just shit the bed this season. That Jaylen Brown didn't do what he did of carrying the team into the playoffs, forcing Tatum to come back. He was hoping for a lottery pick.
That would have been best case. But let's be honest, if we get a lottery pick, what happened to Indiana, there's no way that happens to us. Adam Silver would have made sure that the Celtics got a top 3 pick in the draft. I can't even acknowledge that as a Celtics fan. They would have pulled strings for us to get a top pick just because we're the Celtics.
But that's really it when it comes to Jaylen Brown. Brown needs to start playing like a team. I'm so happy that he's not anywhere near my Knicks. I don't want anyone with that kind of ego coming anywhere near my Knicks.
We missed one trade. I forgot. The woman beater, Miles Bridges, has been traded to the Phoenix Suns.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
I
no,
don't
we
know how.
missed two trades then because we got Melo to the Timberwolves then too. Bridges, okay, goodbye. I don't think that's a needle mover at all, but Melo and Anthony Edwards together, that's a needle mover.
The Melo to
That's gonna
Minnesota
be
thing is interesting. They are. It would have been better for them if they didn't have to trade Nas Reed because they are so thin now at forward. Do you think they were planning to get Lamelo before they signed Io DeSumo to that extension? Because once you get Lamelo, it doesn't make sense with the extension of DeSumo. Because now you have all these guards. You have 2 star guards. One of them being a superstar in Anthony Edwards, and then you have Io DeSumo, who is a great up and coming
unless
player
you're gonna
himself.
move. Well, so here's the thing. I'm looking at Minnesota's depth chart, and the one thing I could see them possibly doing is moving DeSumo to a small forward position.
That's what they're gonna do most likely.
And I think that's the most likely outcome. Is
Yeah,
DeSumo becomes a small
that is
forward.
not what they should do. Because he is incredibly
Mm-hmm.
undersized to be playing the 3. He is 6'4".
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
You should not be putting him at the 3.
Uh,
He's gonna
and
get
you
eaten
have Jaden
alive when you
yeah.
have him at
McDaniels
the
as your
court.
power forward. That's actually. Then Rudy Gobert has
Like
your center.
McDaniels is
Not
definitely
a
the 4.
great.
I mean, McDaniels can play the 3. So if you can go get a 4, you can put McDaniels at the 3.
If
But
they
more than
put,
I mean, there's
likely,
also
thought
again
process should be McDaniels at the 4, and then you go get a 3 to fill that spot. But the thing
still
is, they have no
still
assets left. They don't have any assets. They have no picks. They traded most of their picks to get Rudy Gobert. And now with the Lamelo
Yeah.
trade, they traded one official pick and then 3 pick swaps. They have no control of their own draft assets for like the next 7 years.
Yeah, but think about it. They did pick swaps with the Hornets. And it's Hornets get the better of the picks. So the Hornets own their own picks more than likely.
So yeah, the Hornets were gonna have the better pick no matter what. Because there's no way they're gonna be better than
Exactly.
Minnesota. Especially because the expansion's
So
probably gonna come soon. And once the expansion comes, Minnesota's gonna be in the East. And then they're gonna be a top 4 team
correct.
every single season. At minimum.
Yeah, exactly. So then really they traded Naz Reid and 1 first-round pick for LaMelo Ball. I don't think that's a bad trade. I'll be
Oh,
honest.
I don't think it's a bad trade either. I think it's a great trade. I love the trade. You put LaMelo and Ant together, they're both 24 years old. You have the biggest backcourt in the NBA. LaMelo is a 6'8" point guard. And then you have Anthony Edwards, he's only 6'4", believe it or not. When I made my video talking about the trade the other day, for some reason I thought Anthony Edwards was like 6'6". He just plays so much bigger than he actually is.
Yeah, he's
But
6'4".
you have a
So then
huge
here's the
backcourt
question.
that plays. LaMelo's not a great defender, but he has so much
Mhm.
size that he's not going to get exposed the way a lot of the smaller guys would. And then you have Anthony Edwards
Yeah, but
next to
then
him anyway.
so do you think if they end up doing the Io DeSumo as a small forward, just at like for starting rotation purposes, that you make LaMelo guard the small forward, even though he's not the best on defense, he does have a bit more size, and put DeSumo on the point guard.
You could do that. It just
It
depends on the
could
matchup, I
it could
guess.
work.
It depends on the matchup. I
I
mean, if the other team's star is a point guard, you probably throw Ant on there. I mean, obviously
DeSumo goes to the shooting guard.
Jaden McDaniels is probably your best defender at the 4. I mean, hold up, Rudy Gobert is obviously their best defender. But outside of the center position, because Gobert is going to stay in the paint, McDaniels will be their best defender. I mean, they're they're going to be really good on both ends of the floor. My question is, they just don't have nearly enough depth on the wing right now. But LaMelo and Ant are only 24 years old, so you have years to figure this out. It's not like
And
they have to
we'll see
compete
what
this
they do in
season.
free agency this year. They still have free agency.
Yeah. But I don't think they have much money to spend.
Mm-mm.
Let's look it up real quick. Timberwolves.
Man, looking at the Timberwolves roster, man, I don't know. I'm really looking to see what would be a besides the sumo.
I mean, they did get
Mm.
Josh Green in the trade.
They did,
I
but
mean,
he's a
So
shooting guard.
right now
Did nothing last season.
they've got 11 million in salary cap before
They did
going
okay.
up into the second apron.
It's too early for them to go into the second apron, in my opinion.
Hmm.
If I'm them, I'm not looking to go
They're
into the
actually
second.
first apron. First apron. Sorry,
Okay.
first apron.
Because if I'm
Because first
Minnesota, I'm
apron
not
starts
looking to go
at
into the second apron until maybe 2 years from now. Because you go into the first apron this year, you're probably not going to contend anyway. And you
so
can't stay
they
in the
right now
second
are
apron
sitting at
longer than, what, 2, 3 years?
they're right now sitting at $154.5 million of cap covered. The regular salary cap is 165. The luxury tax level is 201. First apron is 209. Second 222. So they do have some space to play with, especially if their owner is willing to pay a bit in luxury tax. But it's really going to come down to what their owner is willing to pay.
I mean, they got a few young guys that hopefully can take a leap. Terrence Shannon Jr. is one guy that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dante DiVincenzo is going to be out for the entire season after he tore his Achilles, so that's a huge loss for them.
And DiVincenzo is going to be I'm pretty sure is a free agent after next season, if I'm not mistaken. He is.
This is like the Timberwolves are probably still a year or two away.
Yeah.
But I do like this trade for them because they were never going to win with Julius Randle. So I'm glad that they ended that experiment early.
Yeah, I love Julius Randle being back in New York.
That
Off
would
the
be
bench.
dang.
Oh, he's in Brooklyn. He's not it with the Knicks.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's insane, dude.
Ugh.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, Timberwolves definitely need to make some more moves, but they're on the right track. It's gonna. I can't wait for the Timberwolves to join the Eastern Conference. It's only a matter of time at this point. As soon as the expansion hits, they're in the East.
Oh, absolutely. Give it 1, maybe 2 years.
Because
I
it's
truly thought they would have already announced the expansion, but I guess not.
yeah, it's almost certainly going to be Las Vegas and Seattle. Anything other than that would be shocking at this point. So it's going to be Vegas and Seattle.
So what do you
That's going to be
think
interesting to see.
when it comes to NBA? That there's not much left on the NBA. MLB though had some major news, especially regarding the CBA. Max contracts of 5 years going forwards if it gets approved. It won't, which means we're probably going to be looking at a lockout. What do you think about that? Like a max contract of 5 years, no deferred money, no none of that, none of the extra stuff that has been going on for right now. And I saw like max contract. Juan Soto's contract alone is 3.5 times what is allowed if it were to pass the way it is.
I feel like, I mean, you go from having no limit at all to having 5 years right away. I feel like they should have made the limit a little bit higher, maybe like 7 or 8 years. What is the longest contract length in the NHL? You know,
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Track. The longest contract length in the NHL is 15 years. It was by Ricky DiPietro of the Islanders in 2006.
so the
And
NBA
then
is
got
really
matched
the only
by.
sport. So the NBA is really the only league that has a limit on the length of contracts.
Yes and no. I feel like the NFL does as well.
Do they though?
It
Because we
just.
saw Patrick Mahomes sign a 10-year deal a few years ago. Unless 10 is the limit.
Yeah.
But
But
off
he
the
might
top
have
of my head, that's the
also.
first one I thought of. Patrick Mahomes signing that 10-year deal a few years ago.
But he also did a lot of extensions. Yeah, Mahomes got a 12-year contract. But that's only been reached by 2 players, McNabb and Ricky Williams. Everyone else, for the most part, has been under a 10-year contract.
I like. It's not a bad idea. I mean, there are changes that need to be made. I think we can agree on that. It just depends on what changes you want to see personally. Do you want to see a salary cap?
I do. I do. Because I don't want to see the super team of the Dodgers anymore. I'm tired of the super teams, but I also want to see the limit on contracts because I don't want to have another Bobby Bonilla day for another 30 fucking years.
Yeah. Um, just from my point of view, I'd rather see a salary floor than a salary cap, I think.
Well, they're
Because I
doing
think,
both, a
because I
floor and
think,
a cap.
yeah, that's what I'm seeing. But I think the salary floor, I think not having a floor is just as big of an issue as not having a cap. Because you see teams that are just not willing to spend any money. They don't want to spend. All they care
Oh,
about is getting paid at the end of the season. Plenty of teams have done it.
you got
The Tampa Bay
Guardians, you got the
Rays.
Rockies, you got the Athletics, you got the Rays. But
I
here's
feel like the
the
Rays
other
is the
problem
most
that's come into
egregious
it.
one because the Rays are a team that we have seen contend. They have built great teams, and their teams always fall apart because they're not willing to spend any money to keep these guys. The Rays consistently have a top five farm system in the MLB, I would say.
Yeah.
Consistently. They always build great teams and they never keep them together. They just don't want to spend money.
All right.
And then the other teams that you mentioned
Here's
as well.
so guess what the right now lowest total payroll for an MLB team is right now? It's the Guardians. I'm going to tell you that much. But if you were to put a number on it, what would you say that number is?
130.
79 million
Dude,
is on their total payroll. It
that
gets better.
doesn't
It gets
like
better.
that doesn't even sound real.
Hold on. It gets better. Their total active player or active payroll of their 26-man roster is only 38 million. Now the highest in the league is the Mets. Guess that number.
I know it's well over 300. 345.
328 million. With our
328.
active being 208 million.
And you know what the
We
craziest part about
are
that is? The Guardians are a better team than the Mets right now. And they're spending
everyone's
$79
better
million.
than the
dollars.
Mets. Yeah.
Like, not to shit on your Mets. I mean, you don't care anyway. Your Knicks just won a championship. Who gives a fuck about the Mets right now?
I got a
But
championship. I'm happy at this, but
I'm happy.
it's
it's
just
crazy.
crazy to me. Like, I don't think we should be penalizing the Mets because they're willing to spend money. We need to be penalizing the teams like the Guardians that have a good, like they have a good core. You have a superstar player in Jose Ramirez, one of the most underappreciated superstars we've ever seen in this game. The Guardians have been able to build solid teams throughout the years, and they just
Mm-hmm.
won't spend money. Spend some money. Try to compete. Like, why are you just content with being a first round exit every single year?
Absolutely. Even better, the 28th place team in payroll is right now leading the American League Central in the White Sox. They're 91 million with a 57 million active. Cleveland's in second. I didn't even realize they
Now,
were that good.
now the White Sox are a little different though because they've been rebuilding for a few years. I think this last offseason we finally started to see them spend a little bit more. Now, I don't know if that's going to continue. It might have to continue if they bring in the salary floor. But I think that we might see the White Sox changing as of right now. The Guardians though, they've been a playoff team for years already. And they still won't spend the money to improve their team. It just doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense to me.
I mean, Rays are leading their division two at with 100 million in cap.
Figures. They never spend any
It's
money, yet they're always near the top of the division.
like here's the thing: the top 20 teams, in terms of salary cap, are spending about 130 million or more. Everyone else is under 115 million. So the remaining 10 teams.
Repeat those numbers. The top 20 are where?
132 million or more. And the remaining 10 are 115 or less. And
So
the
that's a
only
huge
reason it's
discrepancy.
115 is because of the Rockies. After you take out the Rockies, the next closest is 105 million by the Twins. So
Yeah,
almost a
I feel
$25
like
million pay difference.
I feel like that's the biggest thing right now. Yeah, we can hate on the Dodgers for everything that they are doing,
But they're
but
doing it right.
they're willing to spend the money. If they're allowed to do it, why wouldn't they do it?
Mm-hmm.
If we were fans of the Dodgers, we would have no problem with what they're doing. Let's be honest. The real
I don't
problem,
have a problem with what they're doing. It's just it's giving the Patriots of the 2000s.
I just don't
It's
even think
just
what
tired
they're
of seeing
doing.
them.
I don't think what they're doing should even be allowed. But since it is allowed, I don't have any problem with them doing it. If it's within the
No,
rules,
I can't.
obviously you're going to do whatever it takes to compete. And they're doing that. I think the real problem, like I said, lies with all the teams that we just mentioned: the Rays, the Rockies, the Guardians, the White Sox. The A's have been notorious for this for the last decade at least. Never spend any money. Like these cheap owners,
No.
this is the real problem with baseball right now. These owners that are too cheap to spend any money to field a competitive team. We need a salary floor. A salary, I mean, it's probably going to be a floor and a cap, but I think the floor is much more necessary than the cap at this point. The
Yeah,
contract length limits, I don't even really care about putting a limit on the contract lengths. If a guy wants to sign for 10 years, let him sign for 10 years.
I do because of the Bobby Bonilla rule.
Well, I
I
think that's
think that
more of
needs to
just
be
the
done
deferred
away
money.
with.
Like if you're
Yeah,
gonna sign a 10-year deal, that's fine, but you're
if
gonna
you
get paid that
retire,
money in those 10 years. Like and if
or
you
if you retire
retire,
before the 10, you're done.
yeah, you're done. You
You're
shouldn't
not
be getting
getting all
paid.
that money.
The whole
You're not going to
deferred
get
money
deferred for
thing,
another 20 years.
like with what's going on with Shohei Otani's contract, if they want to pay him $700 million over 10 years, go ahead. Pay him 700 million
Yeah,
over 10 years. But they should not be allowed to defer $680 million of that money for over a decade from now.
correct.
You just
And
shouldn't be able to
because
do
it's
that.
already been done, it's going to stay allowed. And Otani's going to get his money regardless. The other
Absolutely.
factor is apparently those contracts, if they were to pass the CBA as it was proposed, which it won't be, all active contracts over that 5-year mark turn into a 7-year contract. So you're saying already signed guaranteed money could get played with and turned into only a 7-year contract.
Wait, so the active
We know
contracts.
that.
So, for example, Soto's contract would be knocked down to 7 years.
Correct.
I don't agree with that. Every contract that has already been signed shouldn't even be. Just leave it. It's already
Touch.
signed.
It should not be touched. It's
You already
already a
put
legal
pen to paper.
document. You can't change it. Because then
Yeah,
at that point, like, if the owners were to, like, I truly believe the lockout is happening. There's no doubt in my mind there's going to be a lockout, and I wouldn't be shocked if we do not have an MLB season next year. We are going to have a quiet summer with no sports, probably.
that should
Your
have
best
happened
bet is
this
going to
year.
be CFL and UFL.
It would have been
Well,
for us as fans. It would have been better if that happened this year. At least we got the World Cup on.
the contract is up next year.
We're gonna have
That's the
yeah,
problem.
no, we're gonna have nothing next year. I mean, I saw this coming for the last 2 years at least.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was inevitable. We've been heading for a lockout.
Yeah.
The
The
way that the
lockout's going to
Dodgers
happen.
have
It's
been
just a
playing with the
matter of,
league, it's gonna
yeah,
be
also
interesting to
these
see.
umpires getting angry now with the reviews of saying, "Oh, you didn't review it fast enough, so I don't have to look at it." Like
That's
I saw a
ridiculous.
few replays of where they challenged before like not even a second or two after the ball was called, and he's like, "Nope, it's too late."
I saw one
What do you mean
specific
it's too late to
video.
challenge?
I saw one specific video. I don't remember who the player was, but the umpire took forever to make the strike call. As soon as he
Yeah,
makes
I
the
think it's the
call,
same one I'm talking.
guy taps on his helmet, they says it's been too late. How was it too late? It's not his fault that you took 5 seconds to make the call.
You just called it.
The umpires,
There is no too late.
I'm glad that we even have the ABS system. It's a step in the right direction,
Mhm.
but I'm just hoping that eventually the strike zones are completely automated.
Strike
Don't need,
zones, yeah.
yeah. I mean, still keep the umpires on the field, but the strike zone should be automated. The only thing that the umpire should be doing with balls and strikes is making the call that is in his ear. As soon as the pitch crosses the plate, he should be getting a strike or a ball caller in his ear. Make the call. We cannot keep leaving this up to
Yeah.
the umps. We have seen too many
No, because
games been messed up by the umpires.
it's power hungry. That's all it is. But then the umpires association is going to try for the lockout. And it's just like how the NBA or the NFL refs are going into a lockout this season because they're
I
upset
mean,
about all the automation.
I mean
Like,
that's
here's the
I
thing.
mean that could
I
happen. I mean that's
understand.
easier to figure out though. I mean, remember when all the umpires went on strike and then the MLB just fired them? They fired all of them. I don't how long ago is that?
I don't even remember that happening. So it's been a while. But the NFL refs are going into a lockout, and we're going to have CFB refs come up and ref NFL. And we saw how well that happened the last time. There were missed calls left and right. If we're going to move, I understand you don't want everything to be automated because you don't want to lose your jobs. That's fine. But then you need to get better at your calls. And that's what it comes down to. The refs can't keep getting away with making awful calls after every season. Umps can't make it. Every sport, the only sport where I consistently have no complaints about the referees or the officiating of the game is the NHL. Do they miss calls? Absolutely. But it is not on as an egregious behavior as in the NFL and the MLB and in the NBA, in my opinion. And correct me if I'm wrong on that, Rob.
No. I can pretty much agree with that. I was looking up the MLB strike thing. I was a little wrong, but there was a time where they tried to do a union negotiating tactic. The umpires, 22 of them, all put in their resignation at the same time as a tactic to try to negotiate the union. And the MLB called their bluff. A lot of the umpires tried to rescind their resignations right after. The MLB said no.
Mhm.
They called their bluff. So all 22 of them were gone. But they didn't
Sean, I
exactly get
agree that
fired,
baseball
like I
is
was
hard as
saying.
fuck to umpire. I'll agree, baseball is probably the hardest one to umpire, but you also, to me, a lot of them are the most petty of the officiating crews.
Oh,
They
Netherlands just scored a goal. Netherlands just scored a
like
goal.
baseball
Oh
is.
yeah, I just
I
saw it
I have
That's
in the
umpired
Brandon
baseball when I was
Williamson.
72nd
younger.
minute. Who
We were all
scored?
expecting it though, the Netherlands to win.
1-0 Netherlands.
In the
Damn.
72nd minute, they go up 1-0. We got a lot of time left though.
Mm. But
Mm,
baseball is hard as fuck to ump, but
nice.
you can't just say because it's hard you can get away with garbage calls. I agree. But they have the most egregious wrongs.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, the players and the coaches are
their
bitching about
calls.
everything, but I'd say the umpires are just as wrong as the players. 'Cause a lot of times the umpires are wrong, and then they just get
I
in their
mean, hell,
feelings.
I saw an umpire that got challenged like 3 or 4 times in a row, and the catcher just kept.
Look,
You can frame.
I am 100% in agreement. Calling balls and strikes is not easy. Like I would never say that it's easy,
No,
but they do mess up a lot, which is why we should just go to the automated strike zone. It is long overdue. Just take the human error aspect out of it completely. It is 2026. There's no reason to still be relying on umpires to call balls and strikes when we've seen time and time again that they have messed up huge games based on these calls. I mean, I'm a Yankee fan, so I've probably seen it more than any other team. Aaron Judge has been affected by the strike zone more than any other player in the league. They have missed more calls against him than any other player in the league since he's entered the league. And it's not even close.
it, it it is though as easy to. The problem with automation,
It
I
really
think
is
it's
though,
size
because
program. Everything.
they're already doing it.
They've already been scanned though. Is the thing. As Rob said, they're already doing it. But like all these players have to get sized and measured going into every season.
I mean,
And
you could see players
AI,
you could maybe see players manipulating the strike zone in certain at bats. They go lower in their stance maybe to try to manipulate it. But overall, I feel like it's a pretty easy thing to do. Because like Adam said,
yeah,
all these guys have been scanned. If you're able to challenge it now, if you're already able to challenge it, then there's no reason why you can't just have it that way for the full game. I just don't want to see
I
any
mean,
more
we'll just
games
see.
messed up by the officiating, but we'll see. And that goes for every sport, not just baseball. I feel like the
Correct.
refereeing in the NFL has been magnified over the last few years. I think you could probably agree,
Hmm.
especially in these big playoff games. The last few years, I feel like a lot of the talk after some of these games in the NFL has been the refs.
I mean, yes, but the refs are, especially during playoffs games, refs are always going to be the first ones to be judged, not the players. It's going to be, oh, well, you missed this call in the first quarter, second quarter, and that's what changed the whole momentum of the game. In the end, these are NFL is, I feel, is a lot more forgiving on calls than MLB. Like you can still turn around a game a lot easier in an NFL game than in an MLB game.
Yeah. I mean, because say you got the bases loaded with one out, 3-1 count. They throw a pitch out of the zone. It's called a strike. Now it's a full count. Then the player grounds into a double play. They might not get a chance to score for the rest of the game. Umpire just completely ruined the game by messing up one call.
Or I have honestly seen a good handful of times perfect games have been blown by the referees on one bad call.
The
Like
one that
perfect
comes
games
to
or
mind
sporting
immediately
events.
is what was that dude's name on the Detroit Tigers? Armando, forgot how to say his last name. But you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He had a perfect game.
And it
They messed up the call at first base. The guy wasn't even close to being safe. Messed up a perfect game. was the 28 out perfect game.
Armando Galarraga
Yep.
is the most famous from June 2nd, 2010.
Pretty sure it was Jim Joyce, the umpire, right?
No.
Yep.
Yeah, Jim Joyce.
Jim Joyce. What was that, like 2010, 2011?
That was 2010, June 2nd, 2010. But that's the point. And in Jim Joyce's respect, he owned up the next day because he umpired their game the next day, and he went up and formally apologized for it.
I feel like he even
But
knew right after. Like right after the call was made, he knew he messed up.
he knew he fucked up, but he couldn't change it.
Yeah, you can't change it.
So that's the thing, is historic events like that. Galarraga would have joined a very small club of people like have there been in MLB history. There's only been
I think there's been
24
23,
official perfect games.
24.
24
All right, one more than I
official
thought.
perfect games in MLB history. So that is obviously a very small crew, given how many games are played in an MLB season. It's an illustrious thing. So that is why it's so important to have these safe out strike ball calls challengeable. And to not get in your feelings when it comes to, oh, well, just because I was right the last time doesn't mean I was right again. You got to put a little bit of that ego aside, just like the players do, and accept this is now part of your job.
Speaking of perfect games, I
And that's
cannot
that.
believe that Domingo Herman was the last guy to throw a perfect game. That was the most random. Like that was the most random no hitter / perfect game I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch Yankee games.
And that was the
Fuck the
only perfect
Stankies.
game we've seen in the last 14 years. It's crazy because there were 3 perfect games in 2012, and then we went 11 years without seeing another one.
Yeah.
Damn, it's still running the clock after they're doing like a injury timeout, I guess. That's insane. Maybe they're
We're
gonna
just
give him
gonna
like
see.
maybe a
We're just gonna see more stoppage time.
then
That's all
technically
that's going to
Netherlands is
happen.
gonna win.
I mean, I'll be honest. I always thought Netherlands was going to win this game, so it's not exactly surprising.
I had Netherlands winning
Nah,
this game,
Morocco.
but Morocco's a solid team. I mean, they probably have what, about 15, 16 minutes left to tie it.
Oh,
Probably get at least
Ishmael.
5 or 6 minutes of stoppage time.
Saibari. Oh. Oh, alhamdulillah.
Dude, I want to go to a World Cup game so bad. The ticket prices are just outrageous.
Maybe in 2038 you can afford it.
The cheapest ticket for that Colombia Portugal game was $3,300 when I looked at it.
Oh,
3,300 for a knock.
oh.
Hold up, 3,300 for a group stage game. That's ridiculous.
Yeesh.
Remember, you're playing in America, where we're going to jack the prices of everything up because we know people are going to pay for those tickets.
Yeah, I mean, and on top of that, it was in Miami.
America. America.
I mean, that was one of the most
Oh no.
expensive group stage games, though, which makes sense. You got a lot of Colombians in Miami. And then on top of that, you got the Ronaldo factor with Portugal. And then Miami is just a destination in itself. Because in other locations, there were games that were going for just a couple $100. Yeah, whoever wins this game is going to be in the quarterfinals. Canada's not beating either of these teams.
Ugh.
Any NFL? Speaking of NFL, that Chris Johnson news today, bro, was
Yeah,
just
that's
so
That's sad.
like sad
That's
to see.
sad.
couple few
It
years to live.
it only goes to show that no matter how good you are, you get anything checked. Like even if it's something small, get it checked. You got to
I
feel
mean,
bad
this
for that
is
man. He's being a trooper about it. Fuck, I mean to go on national TV
And to
to
announce it,
discuss it,
yeah.
and
and he couldn't
he
even
had to
speak.
announce it through his assisted speaking system. Not he couldn't say anything because ALS has taken over his body so badly. That is bravery, and you just got to respect the man after that. Nothing more to it.
Yeah. None.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
I could honestly say this is where they
Chris
need to focus
Johnson
on
was a
more the football
rookie.
players' health.
Chris Johnson was a rookie the year that I started watching the NFL. So I grew up watching him. Obviously, he had that 2,000-yard season in just his second year. CJ2K. I mean, it's just, yeah, there's really not much to say about it. It's just sad to see.
And to get it at 39, like, man still has a lot of life left in him.
This is a world-class athlete. And he got this disease, and there's like nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Definitely
I mean,
saddening.
it's just a reminder. If it could happen to a guy like that, it can happen to anybody.
Of course, man. Again, they had to really look at the football players' health more now and shit. Because I mean,
Yeah.
I was
Not just
watching
a
the
football
video
player, but
earlier.
anybody's.
I mean,
Of
just in
course.
general, because like there's nothing that could have been done to prevent this.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, like,
I would
if anything concerning comes up in your life, get it checked out.
do an ice
Because
bucket for that
God don't.
man.
Thank God he found it out as quickly as he did. Because God only knows what would have happened if he didn't. Like, yeah, he would have still gotten the same diagnosis, but he definitely, I feel, was better prepared because he did go get it checked it out early.
A boy can't talk, man. That's insane. That was very sad to see.
Yeah,
Well, I
he
was
said
watching the video.
he did you see the whole interview? He said he noticed something was wrong because like he was just feeling
His
weaker
grip
in his
strength.
hand, his arms, his grip strength was gone, and he just wasn't as strong as he normally was. And he was still working
So,
out every day. He's still physically active. Like there's nothing that could have been done to prevent it.
like, it might not have been like stupid early, but it was still early enough where like he didn't let it overtake him right away.
Yeah.
86 minutes left on the second half. Still
I
1
mean,
and
I mean,
0
other
for
than that,
Netherlands.
nothing has really happened in the NFL.
You mean the Convict League
Yeah, the convict league.
at this
Because
point?
I mean, we did have something that happened in the NFL with the Detroit Lions.
Terran Arnold got arrested, and then just today he got his bail set at $1 million. But he's only allowed to go to the facilities, only allowed to go to games and travel to the games.
And he won't have to
Yeah,
worry
well,
about that because the team already released him. So he'll just be sitting in his house.
Mhm.
oh, they did. I didn't even realize he got released.
Yeah, he got released 6 hours ago.
Tough.
Well,
That's very tough.
he's still a
Like,
great athlete. I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't get signed somewhere. We know the Raiders aren't afraid to sign convicts.
dude, you are an NFL player, bro. Just go to the
You say that, but it
police.
happens every fucking year. It happens every year.
Like, why do you feel the need to take matters into your own hands? You're in the NFL. They will not overlook your case if you go to the police. He's an NFL player. They would have figured it out very quickly. But he just felt the need to take matters into his own hands.
And then didn't recognize who stole from him.
He's never playing in the NFL again.
Eh.
Oh, so that's even
Man
worse.
made a mistake.
He did go to the police. And he was like, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it myself. That's even worse.
Yeah, that's like, dude, come on. If you had the means to track down who did it, the police definitely could have tracked him down.
So you notify the police of what's happening, and then you go out
I
and
want to
commit crimes. He
Terrion
basically just called
Arnold
the cops on
contract.
himself.
What was his contract?
I mean, he was only drafted,
That's
I
the other
think, 2 years ago, so he's on a rookie deal.
4-year, $14.34 million. Fully guaranteed contract. And he was drafted in
2024.
Yeah. So he had 2 years left on his contract. Brian made half of his contract. 7.6 million, 7.7 million.
Oh yeah, this dude's absolutely
$250,000. It's not a lot, but it's enough where like you shouldn't be worrying about 250K because you know you're about to go into a major contract year too. Because he was balling out for the Lions.
It's just unbelievable. Like the whole story is just hard to even fathom. But it happened.
Mhm.
He also gets the rest of his contract
It's
forfeited.
really
Yeah.
Oh, Morocco scored a goal.
So he's not making any more money.
Tied.
Oh my god.
Wow.
In the first minute of stoppage time, 10 seconds into stoppage time, they tied the game.
That's what I just said that. Goddamn.
Jeez, bro.
Yeah, he gets contract forfeited. He's an idiot. He's an absolute idiot. Man would have made that money back so quickly.
So yeah, you're not making any more money
Whether
in the NFL, and you're going to go to
Alhamdulillah,
prison on
yo.
top of it, and then you're never going
Oh,
to get another contract. He just
look at
completely
that
ruined his
goal.
life.
Woo.
his lawyer thinks he can get
That's
him
a
out of it because
sick
apparently there's
goal.
not a lot of
Look
significant
at that. He
evidence,
did
which
that.
is also why the judge
He
was
did the
willing to give
seal.
only a $1 million bail on him.
Damn,
So
son, where'd you
while he might
find
not play
this?
another
Oh,
game, he definitely, I think he's going to get out of it with parole.
Bro, they scored on a header. Oh my god. That was nasty.
I know, bro. That shit. Ooh.
It is what it
Bro,
is.
this World Cup is
Man made a
cinema,
mistake.
bro. Yeah, he made a
Mhm.
mistake, and
Now
he
he's got
made
to
a
live with
mistake
it.
that's going to
It's his
ruin his
problem to
life.
deal with.
Yeah.
If Morocco wins, I'm becoming Muslim. I am gonna praise to
Okay,
Allah and
Drin.
say Hamdulillah.
Drin, I don't know if you should be saying that right now.
I'm lagging, that's why. My fault.
Speaking of convicts, did you see the Malik
What I
Beasley
was
news
saying
earlier today?
was, can you?
Sean, bro, come get your boy.
Sean, please take him.
But yeah, did you see the news of Malik Beasley earlier today? He was indicted on the gambling charges.
Shocker.
And then all I saw this morning was
Oh,
clips of games that they thought he threw. Oh man, it's just hilarious.
Nobody claiming me. Fuck that.
speaking of gambling, do you see Sorsby? Not only are they not doing a supplemental draft for him anymore, he's banned from the CFL. CFL said, no, you are not going to come play here. So now his only option to play this upcoming season, as of right now, is the UFL. He has no other options. Otherwise, he's taking a full year off before the 2027 draft. At which point,
He needs to
what
go play in the UFL for a year. Do not take a year off.
if he takes a year off, that screws his draft capital even more than it already has.
Yeah.
Because he was a projected top 3 pick for this upcoming draft before this news broke. So now, if he does not play at all this season, I say that drops him down to at least a mid-second round, if not lower.
Even if he plays in the UFL next year, he might still be dropped down to the second round.
True.
If he doesn't
He was
play,
absolutely a top 3 draft pick for this upcoming draft. He was one of the top quarterbacks going into this. He was one of the top projected quarterbacks for next season.
He's been smoking that Hobbit pipe.
I'm just reading the private chat. You guys are hilarious. I mean, there's not much else. We could stay on for a few minutes to see if one of these teams ends the game in stoppage time real quick. We got, what, 3 minutes left? Probably. I mean, we already saw one game today end on PKs. Uh-oh.
Whoa. Oh.
That was their opportunity.
30 seconds at a minimum. Might be more like 2 minutes still to play.
Here we go, yo.
Further along, Yassine. Into the middle, Ismail Saibar.
All right. Boys, I'm going to be
I'm about
hopping
to do
off
Middle
now.
Eastern right now, yo.
I think, Drin, I think you're ahead of me. Adam,
You
we're
can go get
holding
my
you
Adam.
hostage, bro.
No, I need to go. I got work in the morning, my boys. So peace late.
All right, bro.
I have been lagging in and out. I wish I had my computer. This is horrible. But I must say, this match is great. A lot of turnarounds has happened. That header goal, man, goddamn. That's sexy.
The fact that we have the World Cup and Wimbledon at the same time right now, we're just so blessed.
Mm.
Speaking of Wimbledon, we didn't really talk any
Speaking of
tennis today,
Wimbledon, I'm excited for
but I just want
Serena
to say,
tomorrow.
yes, took the words out of my mouth. Serena Williams is
Mhm.
returning tomorrow. The GOAT of women's tennis. I can't wait. I cannot even believe that
I
she's
don't know,
coming back.
man. I'm
I
anxious
can't
about
believe
that,
she's
man,
coming
because
back.
I can't even believe it either. I'm just so anxious how she's gonna play now because it's been so long. But if you've been watching them play a little bit in the doubles, she's actually been pretty good. So
She's
I
been
mean, but then
solid,
again,
but you don't have to
but
move as
double.
much playing doubles.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
And I
doubles
think
and
that's going to be
singles.
her biggest problem. I do think that it was smart for her to come back on grass because, playing on grass, you can rely more on your serve. She still has one of the best serves. She's still hitting 120, and
Hmm.
she still has a monster forehand. She can still hit hard from the baseline. I just think her main problem is going to be that movement. When she goes against the top players, her movement is probably going to be the biggest issue just because she hasn't played in years. She's, what, 44 years old now? So I think in
44.
the end,
Yeah,
her
man.
her movement is probably going to be what holds her back. But since
Hmm.
she's playing at Wimbledon, this is the best place for her to return because the rallies aren't as long. It's a lot of quick points. You can rely on
Right.
your serve and your heavy hitting.
And she's very
But
familiar with the court. So
I just hope she can win a few matches. There's no way she's winning the tournament, but I will say if Serena Williams were to win this tournament, this would be the greatest
oh
achievement in the history of sports.
oh
Every
yes.
sport,
Oh
the
yes.
greatest achievement in sports history. I don't even think anything would come close.
Nah, 44 at 44 years old to win a Grand Slam champion and coming back after retiring for how many years will be such an insane comeback on her career.
She hasn't played in 4 years,
And
and this
then
is her
she'll add
first
another Grand
tournament
Slam
back.
champion.
Yeah, not only
Exactly.
she
The
would
fact
tie
that she got
Margaret
a
Court.
wild card.
She would tie Margaret Court with 24 slams, singles, and that would be her 40th slam overall because she's won 14 in doubles with Venus, and then she has two mixed doubles titles as well. Leicester City winning the Premier League was elite. I do remember that. That was how long ago was that? But that's just completely different because it's a team sport. Like Serena has
Right.
nobody to rely on but herself. It's just her out there.
Uh,
She's the only one in between
exactly.
those lines. She can't rely on anybody else. If she were to win
But herself.
7 straight matches against the top players in the world, that was 10 years ago that Leicester City won that. God, time flies. Yeah, that was insane. But Serena winning Wimbledon would just be completely different. She's
Of
always been
course.
dominant, but she hasn't played in 4 years, and she's 44 years old. No other player has done anything close to this.
Better. No, I'm just kidding.
That was like that would be like if Djokovic retired right now, came back in 4 years, and won his first tournament back against Sinner and Alcaraz. That would be the greatest thing I've ever seen in sports if it happened.
That's like saying Nadal coming back
Yeah,
and wins the
but
French
wait
Open
another 2 years because he's only been retired for like two
for
years
two
right now.
years. Yeah, 2 years. Nadal's only been retired for 2 years. That boy comes back, wins the French Open, then he retires again. Like, bitch.
Speaking of Yannick Sinner, I thought Sinner was going to lose today. He was pushed to a fifth set.
Oh yeah, boy. Oh man, because if you saw the match, that
He fell a
little
couple
hip
times.
injury. Yeah, he need to chill, man.
I mean,
He's
you know how the grass is. The first couple of days at Wimbledon, you always see a ton of players slipping just because the grass is fresh.
what is he? He's
Um,
the defending champion, right? He's
yeah, he
defending
did win the
champion.
title last year. He beat
Yeah,
Alcaraz in four
so
sets.
so for him to play like that and you're the defending champion, man, that's a big like you almost got upset, dude, for on your first round, five set match. That's you got to work on something there. Because from looking at him playing throughout that whole match, man, he's getting tired quick. I don't know what it is, or I don't know if it's the injuries that he's been getting lately, but that boy be getting tired quick. In my opinion, I think that was a luck match. But he did step up. He did step up. His serves were still going in. It's fucking, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to more of his matches continuing on his defending run. But if he has another upset again, man, I don't know what to say. We're
Yeah,
looking
that
at like an
George Sean is cooking. I can't even lie. He cooked with this George Foreman thing. But that wasn't his first fight back though, was it?
go at winning 50, winning also.
Phil at 50. I mean, the Foreman thing I'll
Golf.
definitely give you. The Phil thing is completely different because you don't really. I mean, I'm not gonna say that golf is not an athletic sport because I played golf. Like, if you got a bad back, you're not playing golf. If you got bad wrists, you're not playing golf. Like, you still got to be able to have mobility in your hips, your back, your shoulders, all of that. But we've seen golfers play into their 50s like many times before. But that's definitely still an incredible achievement.
That's crazy that he mentioned that Foreman. I totally forgot about that. All right, yeah. Here we go. They're gonna stop Netherland, and then Morocco gonna come back with another goal. And I'm gonna yell at him. No, I'm gonna chill.
All right, guys. Hold on. He got one. What did Sean say this time? I mean, Foreman did fight 24 fights before that, but he came back after 10 years in retirement to go undefeated. Because when did he retire? He retired in. I mean, he retired in 1977. He came back in 1987. But when did he end up winning the title?
Dang, 77 and came back in 87. If that wasn't on a
Came back in 87. So even after he came back, like, it took him years to get to the title.
90
So he was
fights.
still fighting for 7 years.
He wrote the
Like,
song
Serena
90
just
fight.
came back. This is her first tournament back. She has not played a singles match in 4 years.
He was too he was too busy being a mom.
Like, she has had no opportunity to even ramp up besides
But
just being
again,
on the
for her
practice
to
court.
still
We'll
again,
see. I just want to see her win a couple matches. It's going to be interesting to see. I don't even know what her draw looks like. I know she plays Maya Joint tomorrow around noon Eastern time. And of course, it is going to be on center court. And I will be locked in at noon.
I'm watching that. Yes, I am watching that for sure. Bro. I'm gonna be excited.
And then, of course, my
The
boy
two
Ben Shelton plays tomorrow. I'm going to be locked in for that. We'll see. It's
mhm.
gonna be a fun 2 weeks. I wanted center to lose today. I'm not really a center hater. I just want to see different players win. We already saw Zverev win at the French Open. It would be really cool if we got to see another new Slam champion back to back. But I'm still going with center. Center's probably gonna win.
What was it?
Serena played at the German Open, but she played doubles. It's not even close to the same thing.
She played doubles.
Like, Martina
That was
Navratilova was winning
the
doubles titles in
Halle,
her late 40s.
the Halle Open, whatever it's called, the Queen's Club.
But yeah, we're gonna wrap up, guys.
It was the Queen's Club. I think she was playing.
Another solid episode of Rookies of the Year. We pretty much covered
Hmm.
everything. We'll be back next Monday. Obviously, we'll be talking more World Cup. We'll be in the quarterfinals by then, I think. We'll have a ton of NBA offseason moves to catch up on. And maybe we'll start gearing up for the NFL season. But we'll see. You got anything else?
Nah, just looking forward for tomorrow, man.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
ready.
This is going to be a fun 2 weeks with this Wimbledon and this World Cup. But
I'm looking
thank you
forward to it,
everyone for
yo.
tuning in. We got 172 people in the building right now. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, Pop Sports Net. Follow all the social medias. Those are down in the ticker. We'll be bringing content every day, 7 days a week. So make sure you are tuned into that. And that's it. Peace.
Mhm.
I'll be getting to come to life a little bit. I'll be driving inside.